So I decided to put together some little YouTube videos. I don't know if this is ever going to mean anything to anyone. Maybe I'll be the only one who watches it, or family members or whatever, for a few reasons. I've had a number of times that people have said to me, hey, you should do some videos and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't know what to talk about half the time. I watch a lot of YouTube videos on things that I'm interested in, but I just don't know what to do them on. My youngest son does a YouTube video on his channel. He posts fairly regularly. He calls them Mark's Monday Minute, and he's got a great sense of humor, right? He's kind of got a dry, kind of cynical sense of humor, and he gets it from me a little bit, and from other places as well. But I get his sense of humor, right? It's really quite good, and I like the stuff that he does, and I really kind of admire him for it, that he does his Mark's Monday Minute. And I've struggled with, I've wanted to come up with content. A few months back when I was doing, I was in the middle of job search, I thought, hey, maybe I'll do this whole storyline of, working these gig type jobs while I'm searching for a full-time job. And I'll kind of, turn it into a YouTube video, and maybe it'll be kind of this. And then lo and behold, I recorded just a couple of few little things, and I got a job. And I didn't even have time to really flesh out a story on all of that. And I thought, well, geez, But then my oldest son was talking to me. We were messaging back and forth. And he was saying to me, so why don't you do a YouTube channel, Dad? Why don't you do some videos? You always got things to talk about. You're telling me about, all of this stuff about whatever history about, this is just stuff that interests me, right? And you're telling me these stories about when you grew up in Hinton and stuff like that. And why don't you just do a YouTube channel and just do it, right? And I kind of got thinking about it. I got thinking, yeah, what the heck, give it a try. Just, put up my camera, and just do some videos and just see what it does, right? I mean, yes, we all want to be YouTube sensations and think that, oh boy, I can make this residual income from YouTube and all that. And yeah, wouldn't that be nice? But, I mean, the $1 million ideas are elusive, right? They're $1 million ideas because not just anyone can come up with them, because they're hard to do, and I'll never forget, remember one time when I was quite young, I was, talking about someone whose business had been quite successful, and saying, oh yeah, but, they were lucky, right? And the man that I was telling it to, who was actually my roommate at the time, he was quite a bit older than me in this mining town that we lived in. And he said, yeah, he says, that's kind of how you become successful in business. He says that, for most people, yeah, you got to be smart and you got to be lucrative and all that, but you kind of got to be lucky too. You kind of, and I was like, oh, I never really thought of that, you can have the world's greatest idea and you can do your best at executing. Sometimes, if your timing isn't right, it might not work, and that's where it all kind of comes in and turns into something. So that's why I'm doing this. That's why, I was encouraged by my kids, and I don't really think that, oh boy, I'm going to have $1 million YouTube channel and I'm going to make all this. Wouldn't that be nice? But I think the number of people who do that are quite few and far between. And from everything that I've looked into, I mean, that's a full-time job in and of itself then, which I don't know that I'm ready for, right? And